All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Meet Us in the Ring podcast. We are back at our normal time today. It is me, Mary the Heel, with Maddie, as always. How are you doing today, Maddie?
I'm here. So that's what another day.
Well, it was your birthday yesterday.
It
Happy belated
was.
birthday.
Thank you. I'm
You're
23.
you're such a baby.
I feel like an old cow. I really do.
An old cow.
I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be 30 in 7 years. No.
Girl, that's me now.
I mean, I love that for you though. But
No,
you have
like,
your
I
life
mean,
together, Mary. So
thanks, Queen. No, I mean, I like being 30. I feel like I'm just at a point in my life where like I don't care as much, which is like great. But, maybe I should care a little bit more, but just with the state of everything, I just don't.
yeah, I completely feel that.
Hey Leo, new subscriber. I've been watching y'all's content for a while now. Where have
Oh,
you
thank you so
been?
much. Appreciate
You should have
that.
been in the chat sooner. We appreciate you. We're so glad you're here. Well, you guys all know what we're here for based off of the title. We are here for the Elimination Chamber predictions, as always. We don't have the full thing for the women's Elimination Chamber because there's still
Yeah.
one match tomorrow. It is a last chance Rumble match. And I believe it's going to be Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, and
Alba Fire?
Alba Fire, yeah. So it'll be a last chance thing. So one of them will be added. I'm assuming it's going to be either Shayna or Zoe.
I hope it's Shayna because that's my girl.
Well, also she's like dominated in Elimination Chamber matches in the past, so
And should have won at
it's very possible.
WrestleMania.
Oh,
I'm just
well, typically we do the little banners for each match, but today we're going to try the screen sharing and hoping it works. But you guys know that our podcast just, sometimes we just have technical issues.
we love a good technical difficulty here. That's our thing. We love it. Ain't no tech support here.
It's our brand. Honestly, it should be merch. Yeah, it should be merch at this point, but
You know what's crazy? I just found
let's
out
see
I'm
if we
actually
can get
not
this
working.
going.
I actually found out I'm not working Saturday, so I am gonna be staying up until 5 in the morning to watch this chamber.
Girl.
So
See, if it was
I
5 o'clock in the
messing up my
morning for
schedule.
me, like I'd be able to wake up at 5 and I'd be fine. But it's 2 o'clock in the morning for me.
Lucky.
So what do you mean? I'm up, guys. I'm 30. I'm asleep before 10 o'clock. Like
Oh my God.
I can't do it. So my husband and I will wake up in the morning. We wake up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. We'll wake up, have some breakfast, get our coffee, and then we'll watch. Like, so I won't be watching live, so nobody spoil it for me because I'll be mad at you.
I will text you the second Logan Paul wins the chamber.
Shut up. Oh my God. You said his name. Guys, Maddie said his name.
Sorry about that.
You've now gone against your brand.
It's okay. New age, new me. It's not a thing.
Let's not get that crazy.
Okay, but why is he on the poster though? Like that spot could have easily gone to like Nia Jax or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Randy should have been on the poster instead of him.
Or Drew, like.
Yeah. And like I love how LA Knight, like I didn't crop this, by the way. LA Knight's face was cropped out like this on the photo. So that's hilarious to me.
Like that.
He's just creeping in the back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll start with the men's Elimination Chamber match. We have blonde YouTuber guy, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and Kevin Owens. And honestly, this is pretty stacked.
I saw a tweet earlier that said that was the first negative tweet I've seen about this match, and they were like, or X, whatever the hell, and they were like, "There's just not this chamber match is not going to be good because they all have the same kind of style of wrestling, apart from blonde YouTuber guy, which is like, you know, big meaty men and all that." But I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was kind of like I don't think so. Like LA Knight, for example, does not wrestle the exact same way Kevin Owens does. Drew McIntyre does not do the same things Randy Orton does. I think there's a lot of versatility in this match, and you have some of the biggest stars, biggest heels, biggest baby faces in this match. Of course, I'm biased. I don't like. I'll say his name for the sake of it. I don't like Logan Paul. I don't think he should be in this match. I don't know why. I mean, like, I think he's in it to kind of do the whole Montez Ford things that they did last year, but
Yeah.
I feel like the spot could have gone to someone else, someone much more deserving, someone who's not a champion.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You guys know that's my biggest pet peeve of champions being in these types of matches, being in the Rumbles, being in Elimination Chamber matches. It's my biggest pet peeve. Let someone be in it who doesn't already have a title. There was really no reason for Logan to be in this. It would have been fine if it would have been The Miz, someone who could easily just be eliminated and is not as big of a threat. So that's super annoying. But the winner will face Seth Rollins at Mania, given that he is well enough to compete. I mean, I don't know what's going on with his injury. So, um, yeah, I mean, I disagree that it's like, oh, they're all the same
Right.
wrestling style, because KO's is very different than everybody else's. Logan is obviously filling in as that, high flyer, like
Mm-hmm.
Ricochet, like Montez, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that the four in the middle, like, are all large men who typically, do a lot of the same movesets. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it just adds to the bigness of this match, for lack of a better word, because you're like, okay, crap, like almost all these guys are on the same playing field. Like, there's nobody who I'm like, okay, that person's automatically getting eliminated first.
Right. Like, I mean, obviously the first we both know exactly who we want to be eliminated first.
I
but
mean, obviously.
but you know what's interesting is there's 4 baby faces and 2 heels in this match. Just a
Is that true?
fun fact. 2 heels,
Yeah.
Logan and Drew, and then
Well,
obviously 4 baby faces.
but Bobby Lashley is just like this weird in between, because
That
when he
yeah,
when
because they
he and the Street Profits like got together, it was very much a heel situation. But
yeah.
now with everything with the Authors of Pain and Karen Cross, like, they're kind of the faces. So I don't know. He's like this weird in between.
Yeah, it was because the fans like didn't want to boo him, and so they were
Yeah.
like, "All right, I guess we're doing a babyface faction now." I don't know. I
Which
would have liked to see like maybe a little Judgment Day representation in here, but obviously Rhea is getting the major spotlight. Prayers,
mhm.
she's main eventing with Naya. Dom would have been really fun in here for sure.
Yeah, if he would have taken KO's spot, like, I mean, obviously he would have been the first person to get eliminated,
Of
because
course.
that's just how they treat Dom. But it would have been funny, especially like if he was in one of the pods and then it was like time for his turn, and he's like
He's
trying to
just
keep the
staying
pod
in
closed because he
there.
doesn't want to get out. That would have been funny. But I can't see that type of silliness from any of these guys. You
No,
know,
except for maybe like
so
Logan.
I mean, maybe, but
Because there's
if
probably
like,
gonna be a moment where if like hypothetically this probably won't happen but if all 6 of them are out there and no one's been eliminated yet, they're all
mhm,
gonna gang up and kick his ass the way they did
yeah.
when he debuted in the Rumble, which I would love. But yeah, he has to be the first eliminated. Although, oh no, you know what's gonna happen is Logan's gonna eliminate LA Knight, and that's gonna start that feud for
You
WrestleMania.
think?
Theory, just a theory.
Hmm. Speaking of, neither Theory or Grayson Waller are on this card, and I'm not here for that.
Technically not true. Grayson's doing the Grayson Waller effect with Cody and
Okay,
Seth.
But
So something.
yeah, it's something, but he's not wrestling. Like, I would have liked for him to be in this match, just as like that comedic
Yeah.
person in the match. But I had a really hard time thinking about who I want to win this match and who I think is going to win this match.
I mean,
Um,
I think it's quite obvious who is going to win. I want Randy
Drew.
to win because that's my number one. But yeah, Drew is 100% taking it.
I'm
Um,
so I'm so over this Drew and Seth story. I really am.
really?
I'm over it. He lost to Seth twice. I'm done.
That's why I
We
think
need to move on.
Sammy will be added to make it a triple threat.
You think?
Because if they don't do Rhea versus Becky versus Liv and they just keep it as Rhea versus Becky, then that gives me a lot more confidence that they will do a triple threat with Seth because they usually just don't do like multiple triple threats. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if they proceed with just Seth and Drew, we might get a triple threat with Liv. I don't know. Kind of weird thinking there, but that's just how I was picturing that.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I would love for Randy to win. Randy versus Seth, like it just gives me 2015 WrestleMania 31 vibes. Or wait, not
Nostalgia.
WrestleMania 31. Which one was
SummerSlam?
it? Was it SummerSlam? You might be right.
With the big
I don't know. So
RKO?
yeah, someone correct
Yeah, that
us.
was
When
SummerSlam.
was that? Because that was chef's kiss.
I'm pretty like
Um,
90% sure that was SummerSlam. I'm gonna look real quick.
yeah, look at it. But so I would love for Randy to win, but he's also on SmackDown, so then that just leads me to believe that it's not going to be him. And I just realized
Yeah.
almost everyone is on SmackDown except for Drew.
You were right. It's
Everybody else.
WrestleMania 31.
Okay, it was okay.
I don't know why I thought it was SummerSlam. I guess because the sun was out.
Probably. But yeah, Drew is the only person in this match who's technically from Raw.
Yeah.
That's very strange that they didn't make it more even, but that even makes it more like noticeable that he's gonna win. He's the only one that's on Raw.
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious that, I mean, we can take out three. Obviously, Bobby's not going to win. Obviously, KO's not going to win.
Yeah.
Obviously, Logan's not going to win. So that leaves you with Randy, Drew, and LA Knight. LA Knight, maybe, probably not. So
Yeah.
take him out. And then it's between Drew and Randy. And Randy has nothing else going for him right now in terms of WrestleMania
Yeah.
plans. So that will be interesting to see what they do.
I would rather have it be Randy because he's not currently doing anything for Mania. So,
Yeah,
but I'm assuming it's going to be Drew. That's my prediction that
for
it'll be
sure.
Drew. And for everybody saying that Drew purposely injured CM Punk to take the spot, please be so for real.
People are saying that?
Yes.
Come on, guys. He's a
Guys,
professional.
like, I'm sorry, even if you don't like someone that you're working with, you're not purposely gonna injure them. At least I would hope that people wouldn't, you know?
Yeah.
And I would like to think that Drew wouldn't do that just to try to take that spot.
We saw Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins in a cage match, and both of them walked away without a scratch. Like these
Yeah.
people are professionals. They are not actively trying to hurt each other despite the beef. Because first and foremost, they don't want to lose their jobs. So
Yeah.
y'all can relax, okay?
Yeah.
Good God.
Like,
That
it
is so
was
sad.
clearly accidental and they had to
Yeah.
shift gears. And if he just so happens to now be in that position, then, maybe that's the way it was meant to be. And that just is what it is. So
I wonder what
as
this match
oh,
would
go
be
ahead.
for. If CM Punk didn't get injured, what would this match be for? Like, would it be for Logan's title? Because,
Well,
like,
I mean,
you have a
yeah,
feel about?
probably if CM Punk won the Rumble, then yeah, I feel like this would be for Logan's title.
Mm-hmm.
But if Cody was still like the plan to win and then he chose Roman, then this would still be for Seth's title.
True.
But if CM Punk won the Rumble, then yeah, this would most likely be for the US title. That's what they
I
did last
believe
year.
that Cody was definitely the plan all along, but I still thought it was going to be Punk. I really did.
So
Mm.
are we both in agreement with Drew?
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, next up.
Whoa, this poster is
Mommy,
so sick.
I know, right? Like, but I don't like that they chose this picture for her, but like I love I
Unpopular.
love I love the purple undertones. It just
Yeah.
makes them both look so good. And I'm so happy for Rhea that she is having a championship match in her home country. And my prediction is she's going to win,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
Unpopular opinion, I did not like this makeup look at all when this was the makeup she
Oh,
did
yeah.
against Zoe, I believe. And I was just like, nah. Um Naya's face card serving here. Love that.
Yeah.
This better be the main event. No ifs, ands, or buts. Rhea literally never defends that freaking title, so she's in her home country. She's finally defending it again. Come on, come on. So
I mean,
I have faith that Naya will make it a great match. She's been improving ever since she's returned, and
mhm.
I'm excited. I really am. I'm a little
Yeah.
nervous though.
I'm really excited for this though, just because I'm waiting for the mommy chance in Australia. Like it's
Yeah,
giving me goosebumps just
the
thinking about it.
pop and the booze that
Because
Naya's gonna get. Oh my
oh
god.
yeah, oh yeah, like the way that Zelina got cheered in Puerto Rico, like I'm ready for that for Rhea in
Oh
Australia.
yeah.
And I'm wondering if Buddy is going to be there.
I'm sure he will be, but I doubt, you know, they'll like show him on camera or anything. You know
Well,
how
yeah,
WWE is with their and AEW and all that crap. Unless I don't know what AEW schedule is. I don't know where they're going. Buddy might not be even there. But
yeah, he might not, but
this match could either be really good or really bad. So it's that's the
unfortunately they're at a no in between situation.
yeah. There's no in between. But
And I'm just excited for this match. I obviously think Rhea's going to win. I don't see any world where Nia wins the title
no,
for
can you
this
imagine
match.
though?
Dude, that'd be insane because
Very.
then she'd be at WrestleMania instead of Rhea. Absolutely not. Can't.
I mean, yeah. See, this is what I think they should do: is that Nia loses here, and this is the thing. Everybody is seemingly forgetting that first of all, Nia beat Becky clean,
Mm-hmm.
and their feud is still going. So have Becky and Nia at WrestleMania, and then the correct story, which is Rhea and Liv. There you go. I just solved WrestleMania.
I mean, we'll get to the women's Elimination Chamber match, but as far as this goes, I don't really have much else to say other than I love this purple on this poster. It's the best
Yeah.
poster. I would love for them to main event. I feel like it's probably going to be the men's Elimination Chamber. That's going to main event. But
Or the
yeah.
Grayson Waller effect or something, which I
Oh,
would actually
that's
be
fair
okay
too.
with, considering Grayson is Australian as well. But
Yeah.
ideally it should be this match. But I'm going with Rhea.
Agreed. Moving on to the tag team match, that is the most not built up story for this entire pay per view.
I actually forgot this was happening.
Yeah, Judgment Day against Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne, or Pete Dunne, as Pretty Deadly calls him.
I didn't see that. That's funny.
They said, "Who is this guy, Pete Dunne?"
So is Pete just like done with
the Brawling Brutes?
what's like Ridge?
Yeah,
Is he
Ridge.
just
Yeah,
done with Ridge? Is that it? Is Ridge like
I'm
injured or something? What's going on with that?
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. If anybody knows, let us
Let
know in the
us
comments.
know.
But yeah, I mean, because this match has not been built up at all, I honestly have no idea what WWE could be thinking of doing. Like, do they keep the tag team titles on Judgment Day just because they've had them for so long at this point? Or do they give them to Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate because they're kind of on a hot streak right now and they're like doing a lot of stuff on SmackDown? Like, I don't know.
You know what's interesting is like when the Judgment Day was in their first year, and I missed this so much, and I really took this for granted. They were always on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Every single Monday night started out with like welcome to dun, 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 like, and I kind of
Mhm.
miss that. So I don't know why. And maybe they're just like, oh, we've been showing the Judgment Day 3 times a week, every single week. So maybe they're trying to take a break. But it feels like now that Judgment Day has the titles, this is not the time to start lessening their TV time.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I have Judgment Day winning because a change of titles to this. I love Tyler Bate, I really do. Makeshift ass tag team is not. It's not. No, I don't want to see that. If they like, I would be fine with these two winning the titles if this had been built up a lot more,
Mhm.
because, but it hasn't, and so there's just no reason to take the titles off of Judgment Day. And somebody, Leo, just commented this: Judgment Day versus Awesome Truth at Mania. That is brilliant. I want that. That would be so good. Like that, because this R Truth thing has got to go somewhere. So
Mhm.
that's a great idea. Book it.
Well, and honestly, some people even forgot that Judgment Day had the titles.
I know.
They were like, "Oh wait, they are the tag team champions," and it's like, yeah, because
Oh
they
yeah.
never defend them. Like, they're worse than Rhea at this point with not defending those titles.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if that's because like WWE's just not booking them to do so, or if it's just like they just can't find the time. Like I don't know what the issue is, but
Yeah, I don't get it.
um, I didn't mind like the tag team tournament they did to lead up to this point. Obviously, I wish it would have been the Street Profits, um,
Yeah.
or or um, um, the LWO, but
Mm.
you know, it is what it is. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, like they've been on a roll. And have you noticed the like really NXT style promos they've been doing lately on SmackDown?
How do you mean, like NXT style?
Like, you know how NXT loves to do those promos where they're like somewhere else? They're
Yeah.
like in a bar or at the beach or like whatever
You're
else.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they've been doing those a lot on SmackDown lately, like with
Yeah.
these two and with Pretty Deadly. And I just find it so funny. And I like that they're trying to bring that back to WWE because I feel like
For sure.
that that goofiness kind of got lost.
Yeah.
So I like that's happening. But they've been getting a lot of TV time. I wouldn't be surprised if they give them the titles, but I don't think they're
Really?
going to. Yeah, just because like I don't know, it just feels like they want something new and fresh with the tag titles because it's kind of been lackluster for a while.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna do it here. I don't know. I'm gonna my prediction is for Judgment Day to retain because I
Yeah.
still want them holding all the gold. But when is Damien doing this cash in? Because
Oh my.
WrestleMania is right around the corner,
Yeah, senor,
and
you're running out of time here, my guy.
like I swear on everything. If they do another WrestleMania cash in, I'm gonna be furious. I'll be furious. Technically, he has until the next Money in the Bank, but like, come on. If you
I
wait until then, that's just too long.
You know what the worst part is? Is Damien literally was like, I'm not cashing in on Seth because he's injured. Bro, what do you
That's
mean?
that's
That's
literally the best
exactly
time.
that's exactly when you cash in. Do you guys remember when Big E cashed in on Bobby? Right when Bobby was limping around and like
Hmm.
struggling, and Big E's like, all right, prime time, baby. That's exactly what you do.
Yeah,
Damien, I love you, but this is pissing. Do you want to cash in? Or are you just loving like stroking that purple briefcase every single day? I don't understand.
yeah. And unfortunately, at this point, it has to be a failed cash in.
Oh yeah.
It has to be at this point. They've waited too long, and the
No.
hype
They
of Senor Money in the Bank has gone.
and I
It's
loved
come
it
and
so
gone.
much at first. I really did.
I know, I did too. I thought it was really unique that they changed the color of the briefcase, that they put Senor
Yeah.
Money in the Bank. I thought it was great, but they just wasted it, and I feel like they had so many opportunities and just didn't want to pull the trigger. So I think Judgment Day is going to retain. And I don't know when Damien's going to cash in this Money in the Bank. And honestly, I would rather him cash in on Gunther at this point. At least make it like somewhat interesting if he's going to lose anyway. Have it be interesting. Have him cash in on Gunther because Gunther's not doing anything right now anyway.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Gunther's reign, I feel like needs to end like with a great match and a clean finish from a worthy challenger, which
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we all kind of know who probably will eventually dethrone Gunther. It's possible. But yeah, I don't know. Also, another thing, I want the Money in the Bank briefcase to go back to being cashed in on the World Heavyweight title because I still have trauma from Austin Theory. Like the way that was absolutely horrific. I feel like maybe it worked out in the end because Austin is kind of doing a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But I have too much trauma from that. No more cashing in on mid card titles. Like that is not do not cash in on the tag titles if you lose them, Damien, because you that's just not a thing. So
I'm like, can you even do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
so
know the rules.
confused. I don't get it.
Regardless, I think this match is gonna be good. Um, I don't see a world in where this is like a bad match. I
I
I don't 100% love Tyler Bates' wrestling style, the British strong style. I don't.
what?
It's just not for me. When he like
All right.
grabs his foot and like kicks them in the face and stuff, like I just it's not for me.
I mean, not gonna lie. If there's one person I'm gonna watch, it's gonna be Tyler Bate. I was very excited when he was called up from. We have a lot of NXT call ups lately. I was very excited
Mhm.
when he came up from NXT. I don't love that he's immediately thrown in the tag division, but I think maybe it's a good start. So we'll see.
Also, I need him to change his tights because they look like tidy whities
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
with the yellow shoes. I'm like, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
it's
What are we doing?
what is going on here? Luke is not happy that you are not a Tyler Bate fan.
So sorry, Luke. It just I don't like that style. It's just it throws me off. I'm so sorry.
What?
You can like it, you can love it, and I love that for you. But it's not for me.
Mary's like, whatever, guys, leave me alone.
Honestly, like right now, I'm because Yoda headbutted me earlier, and so my head hurts very bad right now.
Oh my
But I'm pulling
goodness.
through for you guys.
One time my cat headbutted me so bad he busted my lip. Fun fact.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was bending down to untie my shoe, and Yoda jumped on the bed, and he just for some reason decided that he wanted to jump right into my trajectory. So he head bumped me with his head, and
It's
it
all
hurt.
love, Mary. It's all love. He just
And of
wanted the
course,
force to be with you.
he was perfectly fine, and now I have a headache. So
At least that's all it is. Like,
yeah. I mean, he's caused so much injury to me. He's just a klutz. Anyway, I digress.
we digress, yeah.
The match that I am here for, the women's elimination chamber match, honestly, stacked. And whoever is taking the sixth place, I'm sorry, you're in the presence of greatness.
Did you hear about the whole Jade Cargill thing?
No.
So I was right. Last week I said that it was this lineup plus Jade, and it was going to be. But apparently they took her out last minute because they didn't want her. And I get it. They didn't want her second match in WWE to have her lose because obviously she's not going to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I'm like, that is such a missed opportunity to start Jade versus Bianca.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah.
I'm kind of glad she's not in it, just because I feel like I don't know. To me, she just needs to earn her stripes more before she's thrown into something like this. And some people could say that for Tiffany too, but Tiffany's been in NXT for years. She has worked extremely hard for this.
Yeah,
So
former
just
champion.
Yeah. So just in case nobody's aware, we have Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, and someone else in this match. We'll find out tomorrow who's going to be in this match. Most likely Shayna Baszler or Zoe Stark.
I'm okay with
But
Zoe
like,
too.
look at this lineup. It's just perfection.
You
Naomi,
have like
Liv, Bianca, Tiff, and Becky. Like even with Becky there, like I know that Becky's gonna bring it during this match.
oh yeah.
And she just is. She does well in this kind of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the War Games match, she slid, and it just is what it is.
I don't remember that
But
one.
yeah, I just remembered like that her and Charlotte were doing very well. But
They did. I do. You're right. I remember.
I'm obsessed with this lineup, and I'm beyond excited for this match.
I wish I could be more excited, like just
How are
but
you not?
because Becky's winning.
I
I'm not
mean,
excited about that.
we don't know that for sure. Okay,
I'm
Maddie,
like
let me.
99% convinced. I mean, like, look at her face in this post. First of all, her face card is off the charts in this picture. My God.
I mean, they
But
all are.
I, Becky's is giving the most, and that's coming from me. But anyway, yeah, Becky's winning. That's my prediction. I want it to be Liv. It should be Liv, but is it gonna be Liv? No, of course not. It should be her because she has a story with Rhea. She's
Yeah.
been in every single women's chamber match, I think, I
Yep.
believe, and has never won. Hello. Like it's right there. If you want to have Becky, add Becky and make it a triple threat. I am okay with that.
Mhm.
But this moment belongs to someone else. Like I'm not even
Yeah.
going to sit here and tell you that Bianca should win because I am not biased like that. You know, that just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to live in my Delulu land and I'm going to predict Liv because I am trying to manifest it because she deserves this. Like you said, she's been in every women's elimination chamber match. She's never won one.
No.
This is her time. Her and Rhea have a story. Rhea injured her. Becky and Rhea do not have a story.
Nope.
It's, oh well, you're bigger than me and stronger than me, so I need to prove that I'm better than you.
And it's
Like,
like, what do you mean you have to prove that? You are literally one of, if not the biggest star, female star in WWE. You have Becky has nothing left to prove to us. Yes,
yeah.
she lost to Nia Jax. Who cares? That doesn't mean she's like gone down in ranks. Like, also, that's another thing I want to bring up. She just lost clean to somebody else. Why is she automatically getting a title shot?
I don't know.
A bunch of like face to faces is not a storyline. Her
Yeah.
coming out in the press conference and being like, I don't remember what she said, you're a bitch, is not a storyline. Her
No.
saying, I'm the greatest, but I think you're better, that's not a story. I'm so sorry to everybody that thinks that is. Sorry to inform you, is not.
Well, it's like it's just a rehash of what Rhea and Charlotte did last year, with Rhea being like, "I need to prove that I'm better than you now."
That's
And
different though,
it's
because Rhea and Charlotte dates back all the way to NXT.
well, yeah, yeah. I'm just saying they're like trying to do that again, but it's not working because they don't
No.
have that history.
Okay, I see what you, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Sorry, I should have been more clear.
I'm on the
But
same page now.
Liv and Rhea, they were tag team partners.
Yeah.
Rhea turned on her later on, injured her, destroyed her shoulder.
Wow.
Like, and this is Liv's comeback story. It makes sense, but apparently it doesn't make sense for the money because they just want to have Becky and Rhea for the big money marquee match. And it's like you keep putting yourself into this position where you're using the same people over and over again because you're scared that people are not going to come if it's somebody else. But
Mm-hmm.
I think they're forgetting tickets went on sale and sold out 8 months ago.
I got mine.
Like, I'm sorry, people bought their tickets 8 months ago. They're going regardless if it's Liv versus Rhea or Becky versus Rhea.
And Becky's gonna be at WrestleMania. Like, there's no chance in hell that she's gonna be left out. She's going to be doing something. It just should not be this. There's absolutely no valid reason why Becky Lynch should get a title opportunity over any of these girls. What has she done? Lost clean to Nia Jax. Cool. That doesn't give you like it just pisses me off when WWE does things for money instead of doing what actually makes sense.
Yeah. And
So,
unfortunately, people are like, well, it's a business. You don't get it. And it's like,
fuck
I
your business. Oh,
I understand, but like wrestling at the core is supposed to be about storytelling with matches.
yep. Yep.
It's a soap opera with physical wrestling. Like that's what it is. But when you don't have the soap opera story, you just have a match that doesn't mean anything. So
Yeah.
people can't invest in it.
Like, would Rhea and Becky be a great match? Yeah, sure. I'm sure it'd be fine. But I'm not going to care about it as much as I
Exactly.
would if they had a storyline being built. I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, I feel like, first of all, Liv is a great wrestler, and I'm really tired of people
Yeah.
saying she's not. I feel like her and Rhea would be a better match considering they know how each other kind of works and they have that chemistry. Not saying that Becky versus Rhea would be bad, but I wouldn't care about it. I'd probably be on my phone a couple times in the stadium, just being like, when is this over? Becky's music hits. She's the new champion. And for what? What has she done? Like, they're trying to push one of the biggest stars they have as an underdog, and it's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense because she's not an underdog.
No.
She's a Grand Slam champion. She is the man, Becky Lynch. Like there's nothing left for her to prove, so it's not believable that she's like, well, I have to prove that I'm better than you because you're bigger than me and stronger than me. It doesn't work. And as far as the other ladies in this match, Naomi is going to be so much fun in this match. She's going to be, doing all the flippy do fun stuff. Um, Bianca, she's there to be a powerhouse because that's who she is. Tiffany, she's kind of like this middle ground of high flying, but also like strong. And I'm very curious to see how she's going to do in this match because
She'll be great.
I think she's going to do great, and I think it could really propel her. And she's already on a hot streak, so I think
Yeah.
she's gonna do well in this match.
Can you click on Luke's comment? I want to talk about this for a
Oh
second.
yeah, where is
Like,
it? This one?
yes. So I've seen so
Oh,
much talk
of
about Liv
course.
Morgan's fan base. And I have to tell you, Liv Morgan does not have the most toxic fan base. And it's so ironic because the person Malik's podcast, I'm sure they're vying for Becky to win. That is the person with the most toxic fan base I personally have ever encountered. I have gotten death threats, emails from this fan base saying, "You don't like Becky, you suck, please kill and unalive yourself."
Yeah,
So, in my personal experience, I have never had all I have seen from Liv Morgan fans is wanting for her what they believe is what she deserves. I don't see anything wrong with that.
yeah,
So, that's just my hot take. I know Axel was probably on this podcast and he loves to hate on Liv for whatever freaking reason makes sense in his head. But I just feel like it's stupid to disregard a storyline over, you know, like a match that's going to make more money. Probably not. It's going to make the same amount of money because, like Mary said, the tickets are all sold. Like, I
yeah.
don't.
They're already sold, so it really doesn't matter. You
The
know,
only thing that Becky has left to prove is that if she actually gives a damn about the women's division, and if she wants to prove that, step aside, girly. Your time has come and gone. It's time for someone else. I'm so sorry. Hot
yeah,
take.
and like I'm all for veterans like still getting wins and stuff like that. Like I, scream justice for Natty all the time.
All the time.
But like I'm not Delulu in thinking that Natty is ever gonna win a title again. Like let's be real, she's probably not. And I've had to live with that, and I feel like that's something that Becky Lynch fans will never do.
No.
And we have friends on Wrestle Talk who are big big Becky fans,
Mhm.
and no hate, no shade at all, but they are some of the most, like, not necessarily toxic, but like they just believe that Becky is better than everybody else and that nobody can be on her level, which just isn't true.
It's not true. She's not. I'm gonna get crucified for saying this. She's not the best female wrestler in WWE. She's not. She's just not. And that's okay. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But stop. People need to stop acting like she and other wrestlers are entitled to things that they have not earned. Like, I bring this up all the time, but when John Cena came back and looked Roman Reigns in the eyes and was like, I'm not going to challenge you because I haven't earned it. Here's LA Knight. That is literally the greatest of all time
Mm-hmm.
doing that. So why is it so hard for not even just Becky, but for other wrestlers to do the same thing?
And I want to make something clear. We're not blaming Becky for this
Not at
because
all.
really, because we know that she doesn't make the decision whether she is going to be going to WrestleMania or not.
No.
But as a girl's girl, for you to be like, you know what? No, I don't need this. I've main evented WrestleMania, which she never lets us forget.
Bianca and Sasha were better.
So it's like you have to take that upon yourself to be like, I don't I don't want to take that spot from somebody else who hasn't had that opportunity. And maybe not everyone is like that, you know? Not everybody's a girl's girl, you know? And
Yeah.
that is what it is. Um
I
and
mean,
you know,
yeah.
as far as Malik and Axel, I know that they don't like Liv, but I love her. I
Yeah,
love
so do
Liv.
I.
I loved her on Total Divas. I loved her entire journey from being in the Riot Squad to now. Like, the Oblivion is one of my favorite finishers.
I
Period.
don't like it.
For some reason, I love it. I love just the jumping in between the middle rope and just bringing them down. I just really like it, and I just think she's gorgeous. I think she is a hard worker.
Yeah.
Like, and then that's all I can ask for is someone who is a hard worker and loves wrestling.
That's the thing. Like when I go on TikTok, I don't want to see my favorite creators, people I follow, making like 10 to 15 videos on why they don't like a certain wrestler. Like, first of all, we got it from the first video. Thank you so much. We don't need the extra 14 videos. And that's why I've just been like kind of on a mini unfollow spree because I want positivity on my For You page. I want somebody to be like, hey, I'm not a huge Liv Morgan fan. That aside, here's why I am a huge Becky Lynch fan. Here's why I think
Mm-hmm.
she's great because that's positive. That's like, okay, yeah, I can understand that. I'm just so tired, Mary.
I know I'm tired, and I don't feel like we should ever have to defend the wrestlers that we like because
No.
wrestling's subjective. We
Yeah.
this is a fact that wrestling is subjective, and not everyone's gonna like the same people. Everybody knows that I'm a hater of some of the most well liked wrestlers in existence. But is that going to stop me from stating my opinion? No. But do I do it all the time just
No.
because? No. I literally I don't even want to talk about them. If I don't like them, I don't even want to talk about them.
Exactly.
So
That's exactly
if
how
you don't
like
if you don't like someone, just talk about the people that you do like.
I will throw in a jab at Logan Paul every now and then for like shits and giggles, but I made a whole video trying Prime, his drink, and I don't believe I bashed him once because that's not fun. Watching somebody be
Yeah.
angry over something they cannot control is stupid and it's not fun. It's dumb. Some of y'all need to get live, some of y'all need to go to therapy. Liv Morgan, cry about it, cry. And I'm so glad that she came back with that. I'm so glad she came back and was like, cry about it. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I feel like you and me are very positive people. Like, obviously, we talk about a lot of things that we don't like, but we don't try to focus on those. And
no.
most of the time, we're talking about the people that we love.
And even when we do like talk about things we criticize, like just now, we literally said we're not blaming Becky for this at all. We're not criticizing her. We're not talking about her personality, talking about the booking. But people will actively go after Liv Morgan as if she has personally wronged them. And it's
Yeah.
very scary.
Yeah.
Something's not clicking.
But you know what? People can like who they like. People can dislike who they dislike.
And that's fine. I just don't want to hear about it every day.
Thank you, Luke Skywalker, for saying that we're really positive people. Because sometimes, it doesn't feel like it. Like, because sometimes it seems like, we just complain a lot. But it's because we're complaining about things that we would like to be changed. We're not just complaining about things to complain.
Mm-mm.
And I think that's the difference.
We're complaining because we care. And we want to be able to see all of the WWE stars do well and be successful. Mm-hmm. We only wish the best for them. And yes, Mary has some hot takes. We need to do a hot takes part 2 because I know you got more in the chamber.
I said part 2, part 3. I don't even know what it is at this point.
I don't know. I got some new ones though, and we need to open the chamber and just do another part because.
Yeah, we'll do another hot takes video at some point, and maybe bring on someone who is very known for hot takes.
Shanna,
my girl,
instantly came.
My girl Shayna. She loves hot takes, and we love her for it. And she can give them for hours, and we love that because just sometimes it's fun to be toxic and just give hot takes. But we don't mean it in like a truly negative way. But we need Phil's hot takes. Phil's hot takes are usually lukewarm hot takes. Like, let's be real.
So like he's such a positive soul that I just feel like he doesn't want to be mean, and I love that. But I'm like, it's okay, Phil. This is a safe space. You can be mean. Say what you gotta say.
Yeah, this is a safe space for a directional toxicity.
Yeah,
to be fancy. Overall, how are you feeling about this pay-per-view as a whole? Those are the only 4 matches on the card.
I'm fine with that though, because I know each chamber match is going to be at least 20-30 minutes. So I don't know. I'm feeling lukewarm about it. It's just kind of there and it's happening. And am I going to stay up to watch it? Of course, which means I'm probably not going to go to bed until 8 a.m. But
you might as well just sleep and then wake up and watch it.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be at 2 a.m. for me. Tyler, we're on the same page. I'm gonna watch it later because I just can't do it. And to all the UK people who do that on a regular basis, you be waiting up till 2 a.m. to watch pay-per-views. God
bless you.
Bless your soul, but I will not be doing that. Even though my husband wants to, he's like, "Come on, we'll just stay up," and I'm like, "No." Can't do it, Bits. Can't do it.
Are you gonna like avoid social media until you watch it then?
Yeah.
That's gonna be
so
hard.
I will not be on Wrestle Talk that morning. I probably won't even go on Instagram that morning until we watch it.
Or stay off X because.
Yeah, I mean, I hardly ever go on there anyway.
The amount of times I was because I worked. I was working throughout the whole Royal Rumble, and I didn't get home until it was finished, and so I slipped up at one point and opened Instagram, and immediately Naomi just pops up. I'm like, "Ugh, this is why I can't."
Yeah, I sobbed. By the way, kicking it with Leo. Put that link to your stream in our comment section because that's fantastic that you're pulling a 12-hour stream just to watch it. That's insane, and kudos to you.
We will be watching.
Could not be me.
Yeah, that's hardcore, bro. That is so hardcore. But I love that for you. I love the dedication.
Yeah, love that for you. Love the passion. We're here for that. And having said that, Maddie, I'm so excited to be doing this again and just we're getting back into our groove, and I'm loving this for us. Yeah. I'm loving this for us. And obviously next week we'll be doing our Elimination Chamber review, and then after that we're going to continue with our 11 WWE series that we started. I know it's kind of at that point, the show's been out for a while, but that's okay because
It's
we can
fine.
just go back and talk about it. It's fine. Maybe
We're
we'll
gonna be
do like
fashionably late.
3 or 4 episodes instead of just 2 or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, that's what we have coming up in the next couple weeks. And if you guys again have any ideas or like things that you want us to talk about specifically, if you guys want to see maybe react videos, I don't know.
Oh, that'd be
I'm kind of
cool.
I'm kind of down to like just have a whole podcast where we're like reacting to different clips or different matches that people want us to watch. I don't know. Let us know, guys. It's 2024. Let's turn this up.
I forget about that sometimes.
That is 2024.
Yeah, I wrote down 2023 the other day and I'm like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah. Yeah, I still do it sometimes. It's okay.
The
But we will see
adjustment
you
era.
guys next Sunday, and I hope you all enjoy the Elimination Chamber. Let's all pray that nobody gets hurt in these Elimination Chambers, and that Rhea and Naya have a fantastic match, and that the tag title match is good because I just
Yeah.
don't know.
Prayers.
But
Prayers are with the
we will
judgment
see.
day.
Yes, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow Meet Us in the Ring podcast on all of our social medias. Make sure to follow our TikToks and Instagrams. Um, Go to our link trees in our bios because you can buy merch through us and you can find everything on there. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.